everybody. I am Mohigul Yusufovna from Bucharest State University and I am ESP teacher from the Department of Foreign Languages and Humanities. Today's topic is professional contentment. Before explaining the topic, I want to give you some kind of information. So whoever we were, a teacher, a lawyer, a flight attendant, a doctor, so we should feel pleasure for the job which puts perfection in the work. So everybody work to make ends meet. So here are the pyramid which just makes relation with employee between satisfaction. So these 5 things are related. What is work-life balance? Work-life balance, it is a time when employee spends at his office and comparing with the time he spends with his family. The next thing is health benefits. If his job is beneficial for his health, an employee may feel satisfaction with his job. So respect. Respect stays in the middle of this pyramid. If an employee doesn't feel any kind of satisfaction, any kind of respect at his workplace, he can just quit his job. Compensation. So if an employee just takes a kind of remuneration and some kind of remuneration packages for his job, he may continue his life forever. These 5 things are connected. If these 5 things are connected, then an employee feels a kind of satisfaction with his job. What is professional contentment itself? When a person feels satisfaction with his job, then he may continue his life. This is professional contentment. Next slide. So here is the saying which was said by co-founder Steve Jobs. He said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." If a person loves his job, he may continue his life forever. So if he feels a kind of hatred towards his job, he may not proceed his life forever. Therefore, I think that everyone should follow this rule. There is a special market in Europe. This market is called the hidden job market. This market provides people with jobs. So this market is called the hidden job market. Next slide. Here are some lists of jobs and occupation. So I advise to our students, you may determine your future career paths beforehand. If you do not just determine your career paths beforehand, you may not continue your job and you may have a kind of mess in your future. Therefore, you should just decide whom to be in your future. Next slide. So our language is beautiful with collocations. What is collocation itself? Collocations are the words which are used together. So, for example, if a noun is used with some kind of adjective, that we may say that this noun is colorful. So here I have brought some kind of collocations related to the topic of job. The first is collocations about work. Flexible working hours. What is flexible working hours? This is the hours which can be changed by employer and employee. Next is minimum wage. Minimum wage when an employer gives to his employees the lowest wage. This is minimum wage. Work-life balance, I have explained to you. And job. So here are some kind of adjectives which is used with the noun job. Bungle job. This is a bad job. Botch job and botch job, mishandled job and shed job. They are careless job. So this job, the jobs that can be carelessly done. Steady job and permanent job. So steady job, it is a permanent job. Held down job, the job that can be managed to keep for a period of time. This is held down job. Next job is cushy job. Cushy job is an easy job. The jobs that can be easily done by a person, by an employee. So demanding job, taxing job. The job which just requires a lot of efforts, capabilities, and strengths. This kind of job is called taxing job or demanding job. Next job is dead-end job. What is dead-end job? The job with low pay, low wages, with no chance of progress. This type of job is called dead-end job. Manual job, the job which requires a lot of physical strength, physical effort. This type of job is called manual job, a manual job. Next slide. So here in this slide you may see some verb plus job. So we know some kind of verbs here, for example, apply for a job, fulfilling a job. Apply for a job when a person just officially gives his document to a company, to a future workplace. He just applies his documents for the job. This is applying for a job. Fulfilling a job, it means doing a job. Offering a job, when someone offers a person a job, this is offering someone a job. So next slide. We may say that here are some kind of verbs. I think that these verbs, you know, keep a job, get a job, find a job. But here we can say that quit a job, it has a big difference with discharge a job. When a person quits a job, it means that a person himself just leaves his job. This is quit a job. When an employee discharges a person from his office, this is discharge a job, discharge from a job. But quit a job when a person, an employee himself leaves his job. So next slide. Next slide. So according to color, students, we differentiated 3 types of jobs. White collar job, blue collar job, and pink collar job. So what types of job are called white collar job? The jobs, for example, jobs, office jobs, desk jobs, they are included into white collar jobs. For example, office managers, or we can say CEOs, chief executive managers, or lawyers, architects, so not teachers. All of them are included into white collar job and they are considered to be desk jobs, white collar jobs. So next is blue collar job. Blue collar job are the jobs which just do manual work. For example, they require physical strength and, for example, mechanics, electricians, welders, plumbers. They are blue collar job because they do manual work and they just do not sit at offices and companies. Therefore, they are called blue collar jobs. Next is pink collar job. Pink collar jobs are the jobs which make public interaction. For example, they are called PR jobs. It means they make interaction with people. Therefore, they are called pink collar jobs. For example, teachers, doctors, nurses, they are pink collar jobs. Next slide. Here in the picture, you may see white collar job. For example, white collar job. Here you may see that they sit at the office and they are white collar jobs. For example, accountants who works in an office. They do not do any kind of manual work, therefore they are included into white collar job. So next is at the top of this picture, of this slide, you may see that here are some welders who are preparing something and they are blue collar job. They do not do any kind of office jobs and they are manual jobs, blue collar jobs. In the bottom of this picture, you may say they are pink collar jobs. For example, nurses, doctors, waitresses, they are pink collar jobs because they may make interactions with people and they have their kind of responsibilities. They cannot imagine their life without people. Therefore, they just include pink collar job. We just consider pink collar job just the most complicated jobs in the world. So next slide. If you want to go abroad, if you apply your documents for the office or for the company for your future workplace, they will just ask you to send them your resume, your CV or curriculum vitae. Here I just placed here my own CV. In the bottom of your CV, you may write your address. At the top of your CV, you may write your address, your phone number, your mobile number, your date of birth, your marital status, and your email. And at the bottom of this short information, you may write about your skills. What kind of skills do you have? For example, being a teacher or being a tourist, being a guide. What kind of skills and capabilities you have. You should write a little bit about your skills. And the third part is going to be about education and training section. In education training section, you should start your writing your years when you started just going to comprehensive school and till the years you have graduated from higher educational establishments. With, in the left part you should write the years, and in the middle the schools which schools you have finished or graduated, and in the right part you should write about the levels and your diploma. And next slide is going to be, you may continue your CV, writing about your employment experience and your interest, and at the end of your CV you may write a little bit the referees whom they may just ask any kind of information about you. Next slide. Next document, students, is going to be cover letter. What is cover letter itself? It is an official document that which is attached with CV, which gives a little bit, a short information about you, about your skills, about your experience. So you may just CEOs or chief executive managers will see your CV and your cover letter. Maybe they will select you as their future employees for their companies. According to your CVs and according to your cover letters, they may choose you as their employees for their companies. Next slide. So here is a sample. You may just look through this sample. I will send you this cover letter and CV. According to this cover letter and CV, you may write your own CVs and cover letters. Next slide. So next slide is going to be about discussion section. So in discussion section, I just choose this writing task 2 from IELTS. So here is information about large companies should pay higher salaries to CEOs and executives compared to other workers. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So I agree with this statement because I think that CEOs must it is an unwarranted, there is an unwarranted wage gap between executives and employees. Therefore, this question is very arguable. So I think it's justifiable as CEOs work until late midnight. Therefore, they deserve to take these higher salaries than normal employees at the company. And they are selected according to their skills. They have their 6 skills. The first skill is they have their years of proven experience. They have their strong theoretical background. They have their uncommon leadership skills, and they have their exemplary understanding, and they have their insight about global economy. And they have their tireless work ethic. What is tireless work ethic? Because of they work until late night, they have this kind of skill. If they have the 6 skills, they are selected according to their 6 skills. And they have their strong theoretical background in Ivy League at, for example, Yale University or Harvard University. According to their these 6 skills, they are selected as executive, as CEOs, chief executive officers for the companies or for the offices. Next slide. You may, if you don't agree, you may write your answers as a writing task 2. This will be as an independent work and as your home task. Next slide. Next is going to be about next slide. Dress code. This is second before. So your writing task 2, employee dress code. It is about employee dress code. Some people think employers should not care about the way their employees dress, but the quality at work. To what extent do you agree? So I think that we may change this topic by saying that whether you agree with just our students just would wear dress code, would have dress code at universities. Do you agree or no? This is your opinion. You may change the topic by being a student and having this dress code at university, or being an employee and having dress code at university. So, those in favor of strict dress code argue that it fosters professionalism. Appearance is not only for clients and customers, but also workers themselves. An employee who dresses well for work is similar to an actor preparing for a performance. The appearance of professionalism is likely engender the same level of diligence ever. If these workers, if employees just have their dress code, they think they have their professionalism and they may continue their life. But however, sometimes the quality of the work itself is paramount. In recent years, corporations have relaxed dress codes in recognition of this fact. For example, many technology companies in Silicon Valley, including Facebook, George, are famous for a more casual approach to attire. This policy begins with the CEOs or executives who eschew traditional suits for jeans, normal shirts, and comfortable shoes. This signals that the success of a company depends more on the output of their work. An employee at such a company who dresses well but cannot code or contribute meaningfully to a high-achieving team is in effect a hindrance to success. The focus on inner qualities and capabilities is reflective of a broader social shift and that places less value on factors extrinsic to true achievement. In conclusion, we may say the minor benefits of dress codes for professionalism are outweighed by the recognition of the importance of real work. So next slide, this writing task 2, you will just have multiple choice to choose these two writing tasks, task 2. Here are some kind of information about leadership skills. Next slide. So I have chosen only the dispensable ones. You may just say that these 9 skills are the crucial facts that a chief executive manager should have while he is a manager or director at the companies or offices. The first is clear communication. CEOs must communicate with their employees using concise, easy to understand language. Employees must understand why a CEO makes certain decisions or how new processes and procedures will impact their day-to-day duties. For maintaining moral and company culture with their guidance. So this is the most important fact that every manager, every CEO must have. Next skill is collaboration skill. Collaboration with other C-level executives, department heads, and the board of directors ensures that the CEOs have the best information and ideas to move the company forward. CEOs who work with their employees and colleagues can discover new creative ideas and solutions through collective brainstorming. The third is open-mindedness. CEOs should be open to new ideas and methods. It's essential to establish a company culture in which the head of the company shows they are about progress and novel ideas for doing business. Open-minded CEOs encourage company employees to try new processes and procedures, improving business overall. Next skill is approachability. Excellent CEOs are friendly and approachable. Employees should feel comfortable sharing ideas or communicating with CEOs. And CEOs must solicit feedback from employees to make important decisions about company direction and internal structure. Next skill that CEOs must have is being transparent person. So transparency is important. If an executive is just honest with his employees, he may proceed his job, he may just contribute a kind of contribution to his future, for his future office or for his future company. Next slide. So next slide is going to be about ethics. Ethical leadership is fundamental for a company to maintain its reputation. As CEOs with strong ethics can help companies successfully navigate challenges. CEOs who expect their employees to act ethically can establish an honest and open company culture that potential employees want to join and public can trust. So next skill is decisiveness. If these managers are determined people, they can just continue they may make kind of contribution for the progress of their companies. And next skill is being having creativity and innovation skill. Adaptability and innovation are often the keys to a company's long-term success. CEOs must think creativity and welcome new inventive ideas to keep their business relevant and progressive. CEOs who value dynamic growth are more likely to have profitable businesses. And the last skill is fearlessness. Navigating novel situations or tests are a regular part of CEO's job. Fearless CEOs expect and look forward to finding creative, resourceful, and profitable solutions to the challenges and accompanying a growing business. Modeling a fearless attitude, a great way for CEOs to instill this quality in their employees. So that's all about today's topic. I think so this information, this topic will ameliorate your knowledge about professional contentment. If you have got any kind of questions, you may feel free, you may fill your comments. I have our Telegram channels. You may send your comments to my Telegram channel. Thank you for being attentive by listening my presentation about professional contentment. Have a perfect day. Bye.